this is a super off the cuff video, but in this video I'm going to attempt to put you guys into my mindset and basically what I believe about life and ultimately how that affects the way that I deal with obstacles that happen in my life. So please give me until the time of this video, and I really do hope that I can explain it in such a way that you truly do imagine this, because we are very imaginative humans. So I really do want you to imagine what I'm saying, because this is exactly what I believe. Obviously, it's just what I personally believe, but it has helped me to get over some incredible things that have happened in my life that I would normally deem to be bad. This video is going to be a shortened down version, so if you like this type of thing at the end of the video and you'd like me to do another kind of deeper aspects on it, then let me know and I will put that in the diary to sort it out. But basically, in order for you to understand where my mindset is, you need to understand what I believe. So what I personally believe is that we are not fully human. We are ethereal, okay? So we are spiritual beings. We are a consciousness. More in depth, I'd like to say that we are just a light being, okay? And within being a light being, we are not physical, meaning we do not have a body, okay? So you are able to physically touch and feel what this feels like. When you have a shower, you know what hot water, cold water on your skin feels like, because you are physical. I believe that we are incarnated into this human life, which is the third dimension. So we are physical, 3D, because we want to experience what being a human and physicality is like, along with duality and everything that comes in the 3D world, right? So what I think and what I believe is that before we decide to incarnate down into this world, we are told that Earth is a very, very hard place to live in. Okay, we are ourselves as consciousness are very high, all-knowing beings. So in our all high-knowing beings, we say, yeah, we can do it. Yeah, we want to do it. We really want to experience Earth. There is so much to learn and experience being a human. I really want to do that as a soul, right? However, we have, let's say, guides, and people like to say angels, around us, who have been with us from the dawn of time, since we were all birthed together as light, right? And these people around us say, hold on a minute. It's hard, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to have people that come into your life that are going to help you and going to benefit you, to guide you to the direction that you want to have out of your life, right? So these people that you meet in life, that could be your co-worker, your friend, your family, your boyfriend, girlfriend, sister, anybody that you come in contact with as a human soul, there's a reason for that, right? And it could be as small as you smiling at someone across the road, you not knowing that that person is about to do something that they really shouldn't do, but because you smiled at them and you acknowledged them, they didn't feel invisible, and they actually walked on past and went back home that day, right? You have no idea how powerful we are, because we are not human, I believe. So going back to it, what we do when we come down and incarnate as a physical human, personally, again, I believe, is if you imagine yourself as a light up there, wherever there is, you take an aspect of that light and you drop it down into a human being. But that human being that has the aspect of that light is still connected to where we come from, right? Some people might call this your intuition. I like to call it your higher self, okay? So you have taken a part of who you are up there and dropped it into this human body. Now, as you drop it into the human body, you are now bound by the physics of the 3D world. So you come out and you start screaming because it's not nice, is it? It's not nice. You were all lovely in a nice bathing light up there, having a great time, and then all of a sudden, bang, shoved into the world where it's cold, you're physical, you can feel someone slap you. So you start the journey of life, and the first person that's going to help you guide yourself through life is your mother, that person that birthed you. The second person will be whether it's your father or your uncle, auntie, whoever, the two most prominent people in your life to start with. They are your soul guides. They created this life with you, right? So in my eyes, it goes all the way back. So your mum and your dad and yourself created this before you were born, just like they did. So you're all connected. Soul groups, I like to call it, right? Soul groups. You're all connected. And as you go through life, and mum and dad teach you, or whoever's around teaches you, and you start to learn things about this physical world, you start to have experiences that you never, ever would have had not being a physical being. There is a lot of pain in this world that I personally don't think experience when we're not on this earth anymore. Pain is very physical. Emotion, very physical. It all derives from the human emotion. So once you start going through life and you start getting older, you start meeting people who again are put in your path to help you get through life, because this is a bloody hard place to live, let me tell you, right? I'm sure you're agreeing with me. Earth is not a nice place. It is not a happy place to live. So there are people that are going to come into your life and they are going to change it, right? And sometimes you are going to think that they're going to change it for the worse. Now, I don't believe in good and bad. I personally think that there is just is. So what is good is determined good by you, and what is bad is determined bad by you. So this is very subjective. What one person might see as good, the other person might see as bad. We see this with what one man's rubbish is another man's treasure, right? So someone will throw something out because they don't want it anymore, but this other person's like, hey, what'd you throw that out for? Right, I'll have that. It's all subjective. But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really exist. And the only reason that it exists is for your human consciousness to experience all of it. And I mean the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because if you are a light, if you have no physical body, if you are not able to cry, if you do not have a physical heart to feel heartbreak, how do you know what it is? And it's the same theory when you think, right, imagine yourself in a white room, dressed in white, white floor, white walls, white everything. How do you know what black is? How do you know what darkness is if you have never ever experienced it? So we have to experience the white and the black, but it is not necessarily negative. There's going to be more videos coming up in the future about controversial things, I would say, about how I deal with villains in life, right? People that aren't very nice to me or have done me dirty, and how I can still give love to them and honor what they did to me, right? So that's another video to come. If you would like that, let me know. But just to carry on here, I want you to truly think about how life is. Who has been put in your path to change the trajectory of where you're going? There's probably quite a lot of people. That could be strangers on the internet as well, by the way. It could be just somebody that you have seen a video about, right? But guess what? Your higher self led you to watch that video. because it's in your best interest to continue forward in this life that we don't know how to live. There are signs everywhere that you have set up for yourself in life to guide you to the best possible outcome. But sometimes we hold ourselves back because we don't either A, see the signs, or B, see the signs but don't want to go into it because of the fear of the unknown. Let me tell you, there are people around you right now that are helping you, guide you towards this space that you're not going to. But when you get to that space that you're not going to, there are people around you there that are going to help you, guide you to the next space. You just have to allow it. So when things happen in my life that I don't necessarily deem as positive, what I try and do is I connect to my higher self and I say, right, okay, well, this is a bloody experience then, isn't it? This is something that I've got to learn from. Right. It's not a nice feeling, no. But I can honour that I'm understanding what that feeling is. I'm understanding the emotion that's attached to it. Because on a deeper level, our light consciousness can never understand unless we live the life of a human. And once we pass, I do believe that we have this knowledge that we've taken with us, that we continue on in other lives as well. So you might decide to be an animal in the next life, right? You might decide to be a fish. You might decide to go completely different direction and go to a 4D being, 5D being, things like this. But you take everything that's happened to you as experience, and that is woven into your soul forever as a conscious being, forever. Because I will end it here by letting you know that you too can also get into this mindset of allowing things to happen the way that they happen, so you can get over it, get to where your destination is meant to be, and become the best version of yourself. Because your higher self wants it for you, let me tell you. Your higher self wants it, and they're knocking on that fucking door and you ain't listening. I've had it in the past and I haven't listened, but this is your calling now to truly understand, or try to understand, the things that happen in your life and see it in a different direction. See it as experience and honor that you are feeling that experience, whether you like it or not. And I know traumatic experiences are going to be hard AF to do so. But with a lot of work and people around you like myself to give you confidence and let you know that it's actually possible, you can do this. You absolutely can. So that's my mindset. If you'd like any other videos about how I get over things or how I think and try and flow through life and give you other little analogies, then let me know, because this is truly one of the biggest parts of my personality, and I feel I'm wasted not telling people, because if I can change one person's mindset where they stop crying about something that's depressing them and they allow it to come through, they honor what's happening, they feel what's happening, they let it out and they feel better. Oh mate, just one person, that would be incredible. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you've even got to this point, thank you.